Let's face it, bill sharing works because it taps into our innate sense of fairness. And who doesn't love a good, fair deal? It's like going to a buffet. You want to make sure you get your money's worth, but you also don't want to be the person who eats all the shrimp. Similarly, when the bill arrives at a group outing, suddenly everyone becomes a math whiz, calculating their share faster than a calculator on turbo mode. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing you only have to pay for what you consume. Imagine you're at a group dinner, and your friend, the one who considers truffle fries a basic human right, orders them for the table. You, on the other hand, are perfectly content with your garden salad. Bill sharing ensures that you're not funding someone else's luxury fry habit against your will. It's about financial justice on a micro scale, ensuring that each person's bank account only weeps for their indulgences. Socially, bill sharing is like the glue that keeps friendships from falling apart over financial disputes. It eliminates the awkwardness of one person shouldering the cost of a meal or activity, followed by the infamous "I'll get you next time" dance. This way, everyone contributes their fair share, and the only thing you're left to argue about is whether pineapple belongs on pizza. A debate that, frankly, is more important than economic theory. Financially, bill sharing is a no-brainer. It promotes equality and prevents resentment. Let's be honest, nothing sours a friendship faster than feeling like you're constantly overpaying for your frugal friend's penny-pinching ways, or conversely, subsidizing your extravagant buddy's penchant for the finer things in life. Bill sharing keeps everyone's bank accounts and friendships in a happy equilibrium. The humor in bill sharing often comes from the absurd lengths we go to ensure accuracy. There's always that one person, every group has one, who insists on itemizing the bill to the cent, factoring in the exact percentage of the shared appetizer they consumed, and considering the tax and tip implications. It's a financial forensic investigation worthy of a primetime TV slot. In the grand scheme of things, bill sharing works because it aligns with our sense of fairness, preserves social bonds, and keeps our finances in check, all while providing ample material for comedy. It's the financial equivalent of a sitcom, sometimes messy, occasionally dramatic, but ultimately a story of people coming together to solve a common problem. Splitting bills should be simple, right? But as anyone who's ever dined with a group knows, it's often anything but. Here's a lighthearted look at the common challenges of bill sharing and the comedic gold that often ensues. The mathematician in the group. First up, there's the inevitable math test. Despite the plethora of bill-splitting apps available, there's always a math enthusiast in the group who insists on calculating everyone's share manually. This person, let's call him Calculator Carl, dives into the numbers with the intensity of a rocket scientist solving complex equations. But wait, you had an extra olive in your martini. That's 15 cents more, Carl might say, as the group sighs and wonders why they didn't just round up and call it a day. The Phantom Diner. Then there's the mysterious case of the Phantom Diner, the person who conveniently needs to use the restroom when the bill arrives and returns only after the financial dust has settled. This magical timing, often seen as a talent by the Phantom themselves, leaves the rest of the group pondering the ethics of adding a restroom tax to their friend's share of the bill. The extravagant spender versus the salad saint. Another common scene is the showdown between the extravagant spender and the salad saint. Picture this. One person, let's call her Gourmet Gina, orders half the menu because it's all just so tempting. Meanwhile, Salad Sam sticks to a single, modestly priced salad. When the bill comes, Gina suggests splitting it evenly, leading to a standoff worthy of a Wild West duel, with Sam clutching his wallet like a holster, the discount detective. This person has an uncanny ability to recall every coupon, discount, and loyalty program under the sun. Wait, didn't we get a 10% discount because it's Tuesday and the moon is full, they might argue, prompting a collective eye roll and a scramble to verify if lunar phases indeed affect dining prices. The "I forgot my wallet" classic. This phrase, often uttered with a mix of embarrassment and hopeful innocence, can lead to a spectrum of reactions from sympathetic understanding to accusations of premeditated amnesia. It's a moment where friendships are tested and the group dynamics take a turn towards a courtroom drama. Despite these challenges, or perhaps because of them, bill sharing remains a fascinating dance of numbers, negotiations, and human behavior. Each dining experience is a unique blend of personalities and financial tactics, unfolding like a sitcom where the only thing predictable is unpredictability. In the tangled web of bill-sharing dilemmas, technology emerges as the superhero, cape billowing, ready to save the day and night. Let's explore how modern tech solutions turn the chaotic chore of bill splitting into a smooth, almost enjoyable task. Enter the era of bill-splitting apps, where the likes of Calculator Carl can take a back seat, and everyone can relax. These apps, with names as friendly as the friends you dine with, do the heavy lifting. They calculate who owes what, send reminders, and even allow instant transfers so you can settle debts before someone has time to say, "But I only had water." It's like having a financial mediator in your pocket, ensuring peace, fairness, and the end of napkin math. For those who thrive on details, technology offers itemized invoicing, turning the splitting process into an exact science. Now, Gourmet Gina and Salad Sam can coexist peacefully, paying precisely for what they consume, down to the last breadcrumb. These digital tools can divide everything equitably, from appetizers to tax and tip, ensuring that the only thing left to argue about is who gets to tell the story of the Great Bill Split of 2024. Gone are the days of "I'll pay you back later," promises that vanish faster than dessert. With real-time payment platforms, money changes virtual hands instantly. The "I forgot my wallet" excuse becomes obsolete as smartphones transform into mobile banks, facilitating payments faster than you can say, "Check, please." For ongoing shared expenses like group trips or housemate costs, technology offers expense tracking solutions. These tools not only split bills, but also track who's paid what over time, adding transparency and trust to financial relationships. It's like having a financial diary, making sure everyone stays on the same friendly fiscal page. Modern bill-sharing technology isn't just about splitting costs, it's about customization. Users can adjust for individual preferences, like splitting by percentage or adjusting for specific needs, offering a personalized approach to a universal challenge. It gives control back to the users, allowing for a tailored experience that respects individual financial boundaries and preferences. Amid all this efficiency, there's still room for humor. Apps often include witty reminders and fun graphics, turning the mundane task of bill settling into a lighthearted experience. It's not just about transferring money, it's about keeping the social spirit alive, ensuring that while debts are settled, friendships flourish. In this high-tech age, bill sharing has transformed from a dreaded task into a streamlined, often enjoyable process. Technology has not only solved practical problems, but also maintained the social harmony, proving that with the right tools, we can all share the load without losing the laughs. As we've journeyed through the comical landscape of bill sharing, from the quirky quirks of human behavior to the sleek solutions of technology, one thing remains clear. Sharing the bill is more than just settling accounts. It's about fairness, friendship, and finding the humor in our financial interactions. Bill sharing, in its essence, reflects our communal spirit, balancing individual responsibility with collective enjoyment. It's a practice that not only keeps our wallets in check, but also strengthens our social bonds. Through the trials of mathematics, the mysteries of human behavior, and the marvels of modern technology, we've seen how this age-old necessity has evolved into a sophisticated dance of digits and diplomacy. Technology has been a game changer, transforming bill sharing from a potential friendship minefield into a streamlined, stress-free process. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep splitting, smiling, and keeping the bonds of friendship and finance in perfect harmony.